we are going to use the application part of Laplace transform for solving a system of differential equations by taking the help of this example. So this is called as applications to ODE. ODE mean ordinary differential equations. Application of a Laplace. Now, for this we have a system of differential equations, that is d square x upon dt square minus 3x minus 4y is equal to 0. And the second equation is x plus d square y upon dt square and plus y is equal to 0. And t is a time that is greater than 0. So these are two differential equations because the system includes more than one equation. So because it contains more than one equation, that is why this is said to be as a system of differential equations. So when we call it a system, when there are more than one equations. So now you just see the first equation. In first equation, this is a derivative of x double order with respect to t. And in the second equation, this is the derivative of y with respect to t. So ultimately, we can say that both equations are of second order. So name it as equation number 1 and name it as equation number 2. Now for solving this, we have given equation conditions. X is 0 at y is equal to 0, y is 0 at t is equal to 0, and dy by dt is 0, mean y dash 0 is also 0, but x dash 0 is 2. Now, in the bracket, this is the value of t. T is 0. Means to say that all these are initial conditions. And this is the value x is 0 at t is 0, y is 0 at t is equal to 0, y dash 0 is equal to 0 means dy by dt at t is equal to 0 is 0. And this condition mean first order derivative of x with respect to t at t is equal to 0 is 2. Now you can solve this system by taking the Laplace transformation. So taking the Laplace taking Laplace transforms to both sides of 1 and 2. We will take the Laplace transform because let us apply Laplace transform to first equation. This is a second order derivative term. Then you will start with s square x bar because the dependent variable is x here. So s square x bar minus s x of 0 minus x dash 0. This is the way by which we can find out the Laplace transform. Minus there is 3, Laplace of x is x bar and Laplace of y will be y bar, and on the right hand side there is 0. And similarly we can find out the Laplace of a second equation also. Laplace of x will be x bar. Now the Laplace of d square y by dt square, and it come out to be s square y bar minus s y of 0 minus y dash 0 plus the Laplace of y will be y of bar is equal to 0. So this is the Laplace transformation of both the equation. Now you can substitute the values of initial condition. X0 is 0. You just see this condition. So this value will vanish. And y0 is 0. So this will also vanish, and y dash 0 is 0. This term will also vanish. The remaining you can substitute the values. First of all, let us find out the coefficients of x bar. Coefficient of x bar is this one. This is 3. This is 3 into x bar. This is a minus sign. I don't. Minus sign is there. So this is minus 3 into x bar, and minus of 4y bar is equal to x dash 0. What is the x dash 0? 2. It will be taken to the right hand side, and similarly from this equation, x bar is there plus this is s square plus 1 into y bar is equal to 0. So this is equation number 3, and this is equation number 4. Now from 3 and 4, you need to eliminate a variable. First of all, eliminate one variable and find the value of other. So these two equations are in x bar and y bar. So you can operate. Let us eliminate y bar first. So operate equation number 3 into s over s square plus 1 plus equation number 4 into 4. What we shall get? So in the first equation, s square minus 3 into uh, s square plus 1 into x bar, that is minus 4 times s square plus 1 into y bar is equal to 2 times s square plus 1. And in the second equation, you will write on 4x bar plus 4 times s square plus 1 into y bar is equal to 0. Now, we will add these equations because we are adding. So this term will vanish. Ultimately, the coefficient of x bar will be s square minus 3 s square plus 1 plus 4 into x bar is equal to 2 times s square plus 1. So what it come out to be? You just need to find out the value that come out to be x bar is equal to 2 times s square plus 1 divided by s square minus 3 into s square plus 1 plus 4. Now, you can simplify this term in the denominator, s square plus 1. That will be s4 minus 2s square by simplifying, and that will be plus 1. So ultimately 2s square plus 1 to s square minus 1 whole square. So this is the way you have got the value of x bar. You can simplify it more, and it can be simplified like this also. That can be written as s square plus 1, and in the denominator, in the numerator is s square plus 1, and in the denominator what we should have? We should have s square minus 1. Now s square minus 1 can be can also be written in this way. You just need to simplify it. Okay, you can simplify like this also. You just see in the denominator you can apply the formula of a minus b and a plus b. S minus 1 square, s plus 1 square. So in the denominator you can write down like this by applying the formula of a minus b, a plus b. Now when you will see that s minus 1 whole square can be written here, and that will be plus 1 over s plus 1 whole square can be written. as a rough, if you simplify this term, you will see you will get the same term, this one. Let us simplify it. By taking the LCM, you will write down like this. This is just to check whether we are getting the same term or not. And this is s plus 1 whole square and s plus 1 whole square plus s minus 1 whole square. Denominator is clear, only you need to check the numerator term, and the numerator will be s square plus 2s plus 1, and this is s square minus 2s plus 1. So ultimately, that is s minus 1 square, s plus 1 square. So I think it's clear now. This term will be cancelled, 2s, and the remaining is 2 times s square plus 1, and remaining denominator will be same. So ultimately we are getting the same term, this one. So that is why we can write down the term like this. Now you can take the L inverse. Taking the L inverse on both sides, and you can get the value of x of t. So L inverse of 1 over s minus 1 whole square plus L inverse 1 over s plus 1 whole square. It is very easy to find out the value of xt and y of t. Now let us see. You know that there is the formula for finding out that come out to be Laplace of t raised to power n is n factorial over s raised to power n plus 1. So ultimately, what is there? So if we take a Laplace of t, that is 1 upon s square. It is clear. And, you can apply this formula. And first of all, let us apply first shifting theorem by doing so. Multiplying the t with the exponential term, and what will you get? You will get s plus 1 square. So this is the second term. So ultimately, its L inverse is come out to be e raised to power minus t into t. And similarly, on the same pattern, if we take a positive sign here, you will have a negative sign. So that will be the L inverse of this. So it is e power t into t. T can be taken common, e power t plus e power minus t is there. And we just need to divide it by 2 and multiply by 2 also. And 2t, and this is the formula for cos hyperbolic t. You remember the formula. So what is this? This is the value of xt. Required value of xt is the. Now, it is very important to find out the solution of a system of a differential equation. Now, let us find out the second variable, and the second variable is y of t. Now, if you want to find out the value of yt, you need to simplify equation number 3 and 4 again. Now, let us write down these equations. Again, that is s square minus 3 into x bar minus 4y bar is equal to 2, and this is x bar plus s square plus 1 into y bar is equal to 0. These are your equations 3 and 4. Now you can simplify these equations again for y bar. If you want to find out y bar, you need to eliminate x bar. So what will you do? You just need to eliminate x bar multiplying this equation with s square minus 3 and subtract. So what will you get? S square minus 3 into x bar plus s square plus 1 into s square minus 3 into y bar is equal to 0. So this will be your new equation, negative sign, and this term will be cancelled with this. Ultimately, minus can be taken common, s square plus 1 to s square minus 3, and plus 4 into y bar is equal to 2. The y bar will be equal to minus 2 upon s square plus 1 into s square minus 3 plus 4. So this is your value of y bar. Now from y bar you can find out y of t by taking the Laplace inverse transformation. But before this we need to simplify this term. So let us try to simplify this term, and as we know, this again come out to be, that is a minus 2 over s minus 1 square into s plus 1 square. Why? Because the denominator term, this one is same to the earlier term which we have done here. You just see, this is the same term we have, and its simplification was this. So you can write down this one. What is this? Earlier we have written plus sign. You can write down. You need to simplify it 1 over s minus 1 square and minus 1 over s plus 1 square. So I think the simplification will be easier now. The, you can simplify. Let us check whether you are getting the same term or not. You will get s square plus 2s plus 1 minus s square plus 2s minus 1. Okay. No, you are not getting the same term. You need to do it some by some other way. You can simplify this term by taking the partial fraction also. Let us try to solve it. What will you get? Let us find out the partial fraction of this. Uh, minus 2 can be written out 1 over s minus 1 square s plus 1 square. Let us find out the partial fraction of this term. S minus 1 square and s plus 1 square will be equal to a over s minus 1 plus b over s minus 1 square, c over s plus 1 plus d over s plus 1 square. So by simplifying it with the help of a partial fraction, what will you get? Simplify it, that is a is equal to come out to be a over minus 1, and that is a into s minus 1 into s plus 1 the square plus b into s plus 1 square plus c into s into s plus 1 and s minus 1 square plus d into s minus 1 square. I leave it as a home assignment. You will find out the partial fraction of this and put the value here, and then find out the Laplace inverse transformation. I leave it as a home task. You will complete at home. Let's check the way to find out the partial fraction. Ultimately, we need to make its linear factors so that we can easily find out the LMNOs. If you are able to find out the linear factor of this term by other means, it is okay. You need not apply partial fraction, but the term will be like this. So if you can find out, you can try this term also. Earlier we have tried this one. You can try in this way also, but it be 1 over s plus 1 square minus 1 over s minus 1 square. But I don't know if you think it will work. You try another mean also. You need to find out the linear factors. remember. So try to find out the linear factor and find out the Laplace transform. Try it at home as a practice. So let us come back. I also want to tell you the application of convolution theorem earlier. The convolution theorem was you just need to apply the Allen inverse. So you just need to find out the Laplace inverse transformation by the help of a convolution theorem. So find out the Allen inverse of S over S square plus 1 into S square plus 4. These questions are very common to apply. Now you can find out the Laplace inverse transformation of these questions with the help of convolution theorem. That is S over S square plus 1 into 1 over S square plus 4. And if you remember, you can name it as first function can be named as f bar s and second function can be named as g bar s. Do you know that the Allen inverse of f bar s is clear? That is cos of t, and the Allen inverse of g bar s is sine 2t, 1 over 2 sine 2t. You can apply by convolution theorem. This theorem is very important for finding out the inverse Laplace transformation. Allen inverse of f bar s into g bar s, and that should be integral 0 to t f of u. F of u means that is the cos of u into sine of tu. That is 1 over 2 sine 2t minus u into t. So 1 by 2 can be written out. That is 0 to t, and it can be written like this. And the written, that is cos of u into sine of 2t minus 2u into du. You just need to multiply it with 2 and divide by 2. So what it will be? That is 1 by 4, 0 to t. We can apply the formula 2 sine a plus b, and that will be 2 sine a cos b. 2 sine a cos b can be applicable here. 2 sine a cos b is sine a plus b plus sine a minus b. This will be the formula with respect to u. You need to integrate. So 1 by 4. Now you can write down the integration part, and integration will be the integration of sine is minus cos of 2t minus u upon minus 1, and that is there should also be sine minus of cos of 2t minus 3u upon 3. The limits are 0 to t. The 1 by 4, then can cos of 2t minus u plus cos of 2t minus 3u. The limits are 0 to t. 1 by 4, substitute the upper limit. When you substitute t here, 2t minus t will be t. So that will be cos of t. When you substitute t here, 2t minus 3t will be minus t. But cos of minus t is somewhat same as cos of t. Substitute the lower limit 0. For 0, cos of 2t will be there. And for this 0, that will also be cos of 2t. So ultimately what you will get, that is 1 by 4 into 2. So it will be 2 times cos 2t, cos t and cos 2t. Now these 2 will be cancelled. So this is the Laplace inverse transformation of the given expression. And your given expression was in this one, Allen inverse of s over s square plus 1 into s square plus 4. So it is very important application part of convolution theorem for finding out the Laplace inverse transformation of a combination of two functions. Remember, this is the combination of a two function. First function is named as s over s square plus 1. Second function is 1 over s square plus 1. And you just need to do in that way so that integration is possible. And you know that what is the formula applicable for finding out the integration. It's very important. So thank you very much. Thank you.